In sa kwese no ekrofo ampa. Na wo mo ka se wonye no. They will be vindicated. The time no ye dey ebeduru. Na ya metaka say me who president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, now former president. I don't know how he feels with that title now. Former president. And Kofo Ibrahim Boni. And Nana Akufo-Addo agini pe biedi. Nana Akufo-Addo was loyal to so many people. But clearly they show said they were never loyal to him. Clearly. Na me TV as mean who say okay ma hu IGP kakra Peter Namfuri mintimi ka say mi sheda hu no ba meti ni din meti Peter Namfuri din but ma sheda hu na dwuma ye ba meti ni din na wo meka na no sunsia mo ba ye ba ku ya no Professor Mills time in IGP won kwa ni din po de hu sheda ntiri din kese sa mi am papa pikisa patukwa te champo mo ba ye. Hey, maintain that say will be bepe IGP dia. I just say, or friend call for a friend central for a domoko good them a quiet PowerPoint presentation. Show me say, met my year Jumano as IGP. I just say, will be a near friend no Dr. Akufo-Dampare, no a COP. Or no penalty say, what to be friends and trophy for good damn hotel. Or by when any more menya bonnet dammy who bonnet that. Met my yajumano, men me ye say, and I me ye say, PR gimmicks. And that one more, Omuka home, a promo to pussy. The appointment of then COP Akufo-Dampare and now back to COP because he's no longer this IGP. IGP in the a year dema title be a position. By COP in there he earned it. So he's now COP, retired. One more in Central for near for ne a handful. Any civil society groups be Omuko catch the Akufo-Addo say fa adwane ma Akufo-Dampare no me IGP no mo fa e chew pan kuma na Akufo-Addo mo di ne boni. He threw a bait and a che mo PR gimmicks mo ye PR me am a student of communication it's any ye PR ne obo use propaganda no nyina. I can tell you say Dr. Akufo-Dampare is a phenomenon. We have to demystify him. Obi person ye PhD ne ya monko sua how PR gimmicks eti mo bi be IGP na enra na dwumi hu statement bi from Honorable Atachia was saying there is a world of difference between reputation and character. You can pay good money to prop up your reputation so the world will believe you are the one who was crucified on the cross. The rented press are good at inflating reputation. Those who are superficial in orientation may even worship reputation, but character cannot hide. It's like a pregnancy, and it will ultimately show. We will return to us. We say, if you know the dossier on Dampare, which was placed on the table of President Akufo-Addo, you will be shocked. Why he was romancing such evil. This is Atachia talking. And you may try it. Now, let me tell you something why Nana Akufo-Addo as president can never extricate himself from Sani Manina. And Kofo a proposal can say, oh, Akufo-Dampare betima ye adwuma no and that president would you too. But the time man Kofo na sakacho say, abrantie adwuma wo ye. Ekutia wankasa vision. Ekutia first as a political person, as leader of the MPP, as president, all levels na ekutia. At that time, wo pe and now what that onerous duty say, ube correct the wrong that you committed. But that one too, you chose not to correct yourself. It's blame me there. Why would you not? Utu kwan kakra na se waba. Say do benya time at radio. Your friend got the Asare-Bediako. Ubenya kwan tie radio. I'm tell you say you join a swaba form. Ubenya kwan tie radio. Enya kwan read newspapers. Nanado, I'm telling you, and go for you bonnet. But one so no, what do you who bonnet? One kasa what do you who bonnet? Because this wasn't the person we knew. And that's a fact. Me who be that say I change IGP. I'm a Ghana police for you na. A jubilate, a shefita, a bonum bomome, our police headquarters. To the extent say Enra na new IGP yohunu. What time the kemu the security person be nim ni din na bona ba so yade. Hey, police for kwaso maka ni ntuo. As Jesus Christ and what banner ye wo ye to Ozana ye di imagine to myself from. Police ni no I was so offensive we score the bottom. Na was praise can say be ya police for no video. Said the be ya police for no o matense be ko sika no so. Na nkaka na timetu. Or two is kind of first can no matter first can the aba as I but 12 IGP so. They were never ready to allow the car to move because they were so happy. This is the first time I take a Ghana police for any second independence in their life. Me who be that? Independence Day way. Hey, I bet you will be an Independence Day. But we said yeah. Why Independence Day? You been see that? Hey, look, me, I'm a fan of COP Yohunu. But me panasem. When you're dishonest, when you're disloyal, oh, Obienu will be to convince me say COP Yohunu and yet NDC ni. Now IGP Yohunu or NDC ni. Out and out. You can't doubt his loyalty. But Dampare die. Dampare. And now MPP. I shall NDC. And now MPP. I shall NDC. Check that crying in one quarter so check the nipa. You can never trust him. I see. It would be and a bubble. Every American to be budget is so. Minimum say lamentations. So the book of Lamentations say, at two force in a trial so dear minim. But while lamentia man conform said lamentations no a grounded on lies, fabrications, and the misinterpretation of data. Any other and now what they are better on Muntini bedding combo. Now I will still. Peter Nkuma is our one class prefect. Peter Nkuma was deputy editor Emma Daily Dispatch newspaper. Yes. But it's a munye daily be Matisa Bisamu got 3 times. I'm sure said daily in the media few and I never. Oh, what that? And the munye daily and I said daily name. Oh, they are. He doing commercial. Peter Nkuma. I was in Ma, where deputy managing director, Daily Dispatch, Eba Bedin Komo. And now, Minia Collins, Adumako Mensa, were a member of parliament. Ewo Afija Kwabre, no. Minia, let us say, one day pay one day is now today. It's my cancer. May one of the few people are me penasemwa. The knowledge still is accessible and the human relations be papa. If I mention who come okay. Yeah, so okay. Oh, one day, my wife was at the mayor's office. But and yes, so one day they bet the retirement. I also studio. I didn't babedi enkomo and Minia Dr. Frank Bano. Minia Dr. Frank Bano. Where Mrs. Tabako was economist, papa. Was in the Frank were him for Dr. Bano were him for it, and then Dr. Bano also I was in where lecturer, Gempa, and now was one of the directors at IERPP. And Ra Umudi Medicasiepa, UPSC, and Yasam Kitwa. Yedi nkwani bi am ye videos kakra bi am beto so na ya hwere na hwere si de wabu ni si na wo moderate otuko no maba Dr. Ba no maba Professor Buadi mo aba mpelifo bebre bi fi UCC ebi so free University of Winneba enra na we can it was a sight to behold enya senketo akra be na ye academic site to behold nti doc e mo achi mo akwaba
me na no me do so me da so pa so ye da se ne mo mo ai no da me se se ne wo kan no and me you to kono se na e ye the same na me panelist
no slow no but over you microphone
I say
okay,
he became comfortable.
Yeah. Otukono was one of the few people who switch if he wants to be in academia. Otukono is academic.
So yeah, he's with UPSC.
So when lecturer what is he?
Yeah, he's
okay. Me know you see that wo le gon.
Yeah.
Commonwealth. The friend of Vanda Bola. Yes, you know we need. Oh, okay, correct. And you know, Emra the Marcos, I cry be the Peter, Mammy Emra also. Unya bema na wakwin na wakwin na it was a matter of when na it was a matter of when he was going to go and na when no e buy o fa the same
the truth of the matter is baby amete was painters obey me nti meza ka say o yemi neighbor nti godon me chiao chia etiefo ne ahwefo nyina. And then so ya saba ye de nyame ase na ne tene say me no kremu pa no nim as a person I feel sad for Dr. Dampare as a person because dintia me ya emma Dr. Dampare ni say as a young officer I'm say akabe 2 months kran na wanya 55 na ne career ende sa no if he say ayare hosem so as a person no ne ato Dr. Kufu Dampare no me ya as a fine officer na aka no 5 years or so na
but when we say almost so aye you omadi nansia no ebo so mo carry ayen dia no I'm telling you one more aye you omadi free adwuma mu
yes
yeah omadi 25 23 30 ebi must carry end of public service. Are you aware of that?
Oh yes but you see
so if you are sad for Dr. Dampare anyway mu don't know how
ni nyina anya de papa in terms as a person no say 55 onyampo ndu ye na ni career end sana
the career end yeah omo de
within the police
service
yes
yeah didn't call as ambassador to Romania.
Oh no I mean
Dr. Dampare, as ambassador to Romania.
But Godon, if you cannot trust him as police officer, can you trust him as an ambassador?
Of course, they say they're different rules.
Oh, David. Hey, ordinary ko see nyina na mu Romania.
Different rules.
Oh there, edu ha no se be kan wasem. But no credit say
was one Romania.
Kwame.
Unya mortar cry at least. And na Maldives nanka otima wo se Maldives the whole the
papa. But no credit so say unim I think say he should have expected that. I'm not sure say onwa Dampare cry be nwa because of course in say ne ya mabe penmu wo movement TV na me predecessor or appoint to head of security wa you expect say I should keep that same person when nipa na oyi head of security so on share movement so no me nim say nipa na betray the person who appointed him through the actions and in the BBR say he cannot be trusted. Meet me no nyadwuma. And he quite clearly I'll be very surprised say Dampare na nka no cry ben wanwa. And I think say reason so if ball game and I say yeah bobrey one share no 1 to 2 no year bibi to a ni kwa say e ma no eyo wanwa. Ebio me ne oma e ka say in fact who say ebi mu kwa court to be fair to CSOs oma court no the court say nanka present John Dramani Mahama.
And then topic because I see as a very I don't know how to describe it.
No. What is their locus in that?
Say man panyin foforo ba na o man panyin ntimi enyi security head biadi enti
constitutional interpretation or
say na our court dada enti omotete say dampare wan hwe an ho be kan no mo san court ko gin an injunction to President Mahama so say ko ntimi enyi dampare de
for na yeyi o medina se bi obi nim ko betua no water bill asese yes, about adjusting to inflation exchange rate. You know the CS of one petition president.
And your monte.
But you see,
serious.
Now, wouldn't say IGP Dr. Kufu Dampa? Yami Buanes would do up to 120 years a grandpa from the 54 years. What this is, says I almost would.
Yes, I can 2 years, 2 months, no 55.
Sasa man need more candy. Obunya say the age no now. Why you see this?
I Prof. Kubas. Would you say Waboki?
I go for just say the age Waboki. Wouldn't say the age here. What this is 54 years. Yami Yanos would do 120 years. From 54 to 120 years, you always have police protection with him.
Oh yes, an idiot.
One more 32 years, 25 years, 21 years. Yeah, or more you mudi were doing. What protection? Future and these people are there because you were being paid. This was the first time my man IGP one man media phobia bosomi bi otu omoka.
Yeah, ode enkan asem.
And that's as my can be no.
There be ode yeah twaso. But ade en so say.
Like Supreme Court judge but I say or catch say me enyi IGP. No one appointed.
No, but any they are wrong. So kind the constitution the Omani nyina mra pon kese na. Okay, the 202, the appointment of the Inspector General of Police, till Article 2021. The Inspector General of Police shall be appointed by the President, acting in consultation with the Council of State. Unquote.
Yes.
Inti obia President na appoint then the President to mean you ready. But they have argued say the President utie omo argument ni ya e kwan bi so omo ya consider say the President can obi which may you ready na mom also you ready or chair and also ma just cause
I wa here ma dream ana say
any constitution
constitution na chere wo mo a
yes
President now appointed wo
yes
in consultation with the
Council of State
but one to me you madi I just say and the process because to say Chief Justice
yes
NCC friend say
NCC Electoral Commission yes
omo no I just say be petition be ko
na ya tiko bi
no ma hwem ya kwanya president the best miss wo mo
no yes
na e ka ho
na be enka ho enti it is clear from yemra pon kese ne say once a president now appoint on the obi otuma waduma de otumi yiwadi oh but why so who person who just cause they can call on President Mahama.
Don't worry. My quick one. What she said the damn pare be IGP.
Yes.
Na obey IGP go for ni je pa. Na wo sign call. Now any je na e word ne kolmu no. E do so chen any je na what the buy you don't know how do you analyze that? The
bottom line is that say you why cry say ko ba say wo godon cry na ye say emeye Bɛkyerɛ host bi wa. Yebenya nipa ba aku mienu bi a omani be dey
of course
but the degree the scale the level at which any je ne be cost ne be godon em say no nipa boni ni movement pa what you say I mean baby I have one pa ne the headquarters baby na Dr. Akufu Dampare operating from and yes, the office
almost an achievement and they say police headquarters was say one now how
do you judge so obi a good police officer do you judge the person based on the fact say we CCA baby ote and as you judge the person based on some certain standards say be a crime above from human relation say the oboa workforce no more adwuma ade how do you judge obi anya say who says it's mbara de bia we say hu no say movement and no say who ye adwuma dabi something else a come chain just say ne ina keke what you say hwe so wo hwe e kwan of fast so handle the 2024 elections enough indication say also no kura nkɔ na adwuma to.
So our conscience dia.
O hwɛ kwan IGP fast so pa handle 2024 elections. So what you say nipa na o ma adwuma no omwa na be fair. To the extent say na an IGP a una o say security election task force nyina security nyina na ehya wonsa. Na wo catch the officers say ma obia mfatuo enko babia unim se to trust beti makoso. Oh
sojani.
Oh now what say the same place no so and am ko fa obi man be declare results na nipa no the same constituency me ma no wo horse see as man make control me nia
Oso ba mi kro
areho hwe Tema Central areho sem na NDC fo no anase nipa bi atimi akɔche electoral officer akɔhye dem police officers nyina hye dem o na before I be call election or say obi bia ntimi order for extra force and say military say omumra meboa security this ono pe that directive should come from ono inside that say bia so wada and say bia wabre say bia o hye washum na say your friend no wa amfa bia koso bia timi koso na ya friend na wafa na what say Tema Central kofo bi abo awura collation center atichi electoral officer ni wow workers the police officers ask them akofa obi for another electoral officer from Tema West an adjoining constituency so omra me declare usiyo wate obema yamanfo aba beboa wo mo
omama we
Kebashimene
we your reporter electoral commission officer a Troy in the formal report what say what the IGP kasai say ye kunye ye how
second is for kun
Emma police for wo ho no
e
share the police atade we report na what the bear omo say police atade no ana mo bie mpoma say omo de ne fair to asi form na won ko say de be ya ne ho beto no omo so mo bie kire ho no mu say NDC for kuta konti meje to say omo abrante di si a ombeku no electoral commission to krata akoma IGP dan Paris say my police protection now one collation center yenye collation no IGP timi went through the thinking process and came to the conclusion say it was right and proper for him to tell easy say police for yentima mu protection
hwe unim dan Paris kwa okoro ono kra also da nyame ase hwe Ablekumanov court ama order say inspector IGP Mr. IGPA kona koma bambo ema electoral commission enye nadwuma intimi declare who has won the constituency na the people of Ablekumanov enya MP dan Paris won't me mass protection up to now Ablekumanov the EC officers intimi nya omadwuma
I can't just 3 police stations
amutimi nya omadwuma enti wa wo to adwuma na hwe Ashanti region yeah council of state elections na the police commander owo Ashanti region kofobia omonka bato no ho free baby bebre una wadamfo una fofo yi any some macho memi from somewhere etimi abawura security post say omonko akotete electoral materials omonko seno emu na the commander wo say oh David, you cannot do that, allow the electoral officers to work muntwen no omapia security barricade ni no man bibia gu nchen awuram inside akọ distract am election dent me ama so man aboka the only decision na IGP here and say commander no mu na o hwese prepare your bekoso no osma transfer nti na wa na woto ha wo say wo protect materials na wo ye police na adwuma no na woto ho ye dey
mameko Dr. Bano Holman obi ask the message very very interested was say Gordon, as for the police, this jubilation with the appointment of a new IGP is nothing new. But let me tell you, this is the first time the level where
the see that
was say then but how can I the kumi papa was say and to Dr. Dampare, if you sell a friend out, your buyer won't trust you. Food for thought. Elementary. My man called Dr. Bano Homra. Doc, once again, Pacho, what did you say? Now we economists are one for security one. We economists are one for
me bisa me continue Asare-Bediako pro to bet me can ho say dan parade me awaye se odasumye so na se otumi da e ma de chi no without say the conscience ebebu no for there na ebia no nye enipa
ayo
I said this
me no yadwin
ebia no nye enipa
me no yadwin
because say oyenipa your conscience will break you say you are setting up election security apparatus. The IGP, Inspector General of Police of the Republic of Ghana, when I was head of this security apparatus, we are the honorable MP. Because this issue was raised somewhere, and I remember the former defense minister, a year honorable into. I mean, this is not an official conversation. I can say it here. Say, and you know, because the election security apparatus was set up in such a way, you are damn parent a head. Now the chain of command was that say the military could only come in.
Yes.
What a prayer you are damn parent activate SOS call say the police force are you overwhelmed. That is the only channel now the military could come in. As far as the Ghana Defense Forces are concerned, the area cost was sebi MP the area onyaniti di mu kakra ba ni nuanom MPP for MPs bi de e
obwase ni no
o man you omutie de e be wo no ma me ya ka se ni ye bra panyi anodompre e won sa
ade o mu ye no won sa wam aso sa prokopo doku aho mo nya senketo
say me say honorable anodompre video me say me hwe na me ra
oh yes
now, if a whole anodompre is being treated this way,
majority chief whip,
then I'm saying majority.
Majority chief whip.
Yes. Next, me kwani and me ties and me first time I see my kojina ewo me kromodia. And I say me den kebe teacher me dey make for me teacher.
Also the kwame. And I want to make 90 years. I'm forced to straight away Nananka. I link to
say I can't damn Paris. Oh, yeah. So they come and have a baby. But you see, Asana Yakano, your fan was a group in the year. Now, the man is so serious, and I said, near course, Sunyanano, Sebi, ye not opinion be aside a year MPP, only did dinner and day. And then the supporters, and then the parliamentary candidates are a do my annual model. Everything there, be God, maybe I would the information chain. But everything there, men can't feel any religious group. Say the environment is a Pentecostal council and as a Christian council. Say omo she idea and you must say a election 2024 and just send you a ban bomb share coin and cost send you now was a coconut one year to money.
Obianye.
In fact, the so-called neutrals omo na omo almost say kromi omo na nim nyansa sebi yo at a point in time omo free so omo krampo na ye ka pie omo pen na ye bi wa ha that foolish thought they see themselves say they are the epitome of knowledge.
Yes
ye ebimu ede academia aye your friend say horse or matrat na chire ede akwa did appointment akasie wo kromia omotumi kwada ye say dey massage therapy mo say dey picture di go social media some pass seminar sebi yes so wo kromia and I'm making it clear, and I've said this on several occasions. Man, I am an academic, no two way about it, but I have also not hidden my identity as someone who tilts towards the New Patriotic Party.
Yes.
Now, one of the things I'm making kind of say, me blame me party NPP I affiliate to. Now, so the say cause one, you can't blame anyone. We can criticize the rest, the so-called neutral voices, but we can't blame them. We can blame the NPP party.
And the president then himself.
So he's some party that call as president.
Okay.
And I got him. Ojina as an independent candidate. Ojina as president on the ticket of the new patriotic party.
But at the good make us and the same person with him.
Member so. I'll million about the chim the party and the government.
Whether the president,
the NPP government and the NPP party and the leadership of the NPP party.
Mate.
The balance of garden. I won't spare anyone.
Me that say.
Some me got you obesika. Some I got you obesika on friend one can.
It's kind of book a bear saying.
It's I can say the things that I want to say without fear or favor.
Me that say.
Now I don't think I see the blame of NPP party. So garden. Would the young champ for you try a brutally? Young champ and we are the Democrats. Elections on Mobile. The party was bold enough to tell you Joe Biden say no papa. Maybe and you make a cap on it. So once step down, I'm a vice. I'm the leader of the party. He lose.
Yeah, after a debate. Debate.
You saw no front runner for the second term. The party as the Democratic Party, the Liberals, were able to impress and insist on the most powerful human being on earth. Gordon, we are not talking about just any president.
American president.
Who is the most powerful human being on earth? Say, Papa, Sifom, and the party got him to step down. Natama sa appointment to fuin nyina yakosi IDP dan pare appointment ikosu ana yanka say yanka say ye fie ni papa ya ofiri ya me papa krom asante be kwayi de na wa ya ma ye as a political party ye to me point share the loyalty to the party because of obi interest and the so called assembly and the TSC or ye debe lobbyist ni nsemfum bia ye tete wenchen. So you love let us say you ya can I positions when NPP government. They say we're terrible lobbyists. And is that what they're trying to tell us? Emma, you were party, you were general secretary, you were party, you were chairman, and to me, I'm the president of the Republic of Ghana and can't just pay. President now, you know why they did the second crew. You never stood as an independent candidate. You stood on the ticket of the new patriotic.
Want to me radio.
It is appointment when a party say you know I was so to me rescinded that appointment. Yes, sir. Party a Drew baby. And
Want to me radio.
About 90. Echo one president, sitting president, not like a pay. Another appointment will be a physical appointment today and the whole branch in Kabeya and Chesnine and also president and T. Then a party next now and to honorable their party intervening. But I have yet to read it. To the extent say a Sabina or Mampenia, he felt said you at a point in what they say on him. You are back on your final. Okay, be ye. And Nuntino. Obi ani edinanyi mu se eye yewura oma
Want to me radio.
Baby konyame fa ne currency a yewura dan pare ne sai nipa ne na ye adwuma a o ye ndisi ne eye den na wo be di president wo se sai nipa no be inspector general of police now we ankasa we election eye security team no ono na ye head now you were going into that election say your chances were higher so be win and yewura Dr. Babu Bamiade sanu mu ne ya na eye me yama no
Want to me radio.
as government Yam ebia minim ebia some aspect be there minim but all far in totality say and boy the call 24 general election ma Gordon yam one back because all odds were against him e dipa no na enkwahwa me entoto election say na be call dodo na say electoral commission na adwuma ya send your results ne chere say na be declare no say nipa no eni nafa Yansu ya ban your president now appointed say how do we go into such an election and expect
Want to me radio
to be a victim? It is a sad reality. Now me ba IGP down Paris. Me kind me see re-elections and I said the following week me try to do as pay. Yeah, send me your friend is saying Boduya anka nentwie etono anche sana komfo na koma ba within me say ye fa ne say atmos 1 hour no e be di say won nsem
baby frat
akom ne chekope won be na akotofo ene akom ne na ate akwa Boduya na akotwe baby da wo na people are putting at so when him guase awa say sia wan ka say baby na ofisa wo lobby akọ na ya tumi ama opposition na no ntino wo ye wo nyoma troka send me be na me nim you see how can an intelligent man like himself think say the NDC under President John Dramani Mahama and the current leadership of the NDC as we know them over General Secretary Chairman of the NDC they were going to trust Obi to say IGP down Paris and maintain him as the next IGP. I mean, how on earth can you think that way?
So we're a special breed.
Listen.
Oh, we're special.
Listen. But see, I expect him to assume some level of intelligence. Some another thing here got the make customer to many to your pair say I align with the MPP. Or say I am no longer with the MPP now. I'm with a MNM party. They will never trust me.
Yeah.
Yes, they will use me for their purposes. So they make me a kadema or a year finally say patronage and everyone will ride on it. But me as an individual, they won't trust me. It's the reason why I'm a party here for me and I'm still in it. I will leave. Because I want to build that trust and credibility. So I love the party, I will criticize it. Now, to me, IGP and to me, Penibia Pong and I'm a name too. Now, me dear, have you crying this part?
Are you
young, innocent lives?
You lost.
Lost. Properties were bent.
Yes.
Now, police for Hawk car. Me say, me obi because hey, me ya then ya Hawk.
What do you mean?
At a point, let me blame security officers. But later, me intelligence in some answer. Wo ya hwe se wo sat abe ko north wo north abe ba south it no be yesu it man kaka eye is it a tebubu anase hefa
police station is shame
and not just police station god police station any eye police headquarters be a police for na be everything was bent
me ba na tesa no police training school o be be a police for adwuma ye omo koye collation wo NDC for ekoto hye omo so emma IGP pam
enya 5,000 men
that
enya the so called 5,000 men 3,000 men jack up no nyama
omo
me ye tihambo bia trust side with social media police and to me and pick intelligence part to they can say
in fact in the presence of the police sa kwa we ya threaten CID boss oba no ya record yi wo ho video wo or threaten doc wo de mamensa nko ayi wo menua college admako mensa ho na me ko kakra bi ma ya ma brain love wan ye careful a obehwe esuo fra good riddance honorable and I'm say
you know and then my first time on this particular show now unfortunately topic I would share me then
now you don't come for comfort you don't come for comfort
topic I would share me then quite interesting my first time you know God who can send me send no message me loyalty you can't trade loyalty it's not possible you see the question I just ask myself say minim say omotnas no modwene ho say you are going to compel the president to keep an IGP who was appointed by a former president from another party.
Abra thousands of innocent youthful Ghanaians and they are using space.
Senior, I'm just trying to understand. Who person compel John Mahama to keep Akufo-Addo's IGP? And another Mahama, so his excellency, they are not so problem.
I wouldn't offer kwacho of blessed memory.
Not to keep the innocent young Ghanaians.
I just don't understand.
Wouldn't offer kwacho of blessed memory.
Yes.
Ne buy your small girl. I say be says here. I say, Daddy, come and let us laugh. Come and let us laugh.
Dampare Ejine say he will find favor with NDC and Don Mahama, His Excellency. No, it just beats my imagination. It was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time. There was no way. It was not even possible. It's not possible. Now when them blame me now. Dog eko kakra.
And the ballroom.
Sometimes you call baby say na NPC to wanna meet see some of the things about parliament no.
Want to me radio.
Excellence Nanado. Ya na ehame ya me ya man. Ya me ya. You see, she will be our bonne bra for in public life for 40 years, 45 years. Ya me pay to a certain level. No then trust asenko for bi mu. Opani, what those people are doing to him now? What's he radio? Because I could for buy.
Want to me radio.
Why you be amagana? OSP. Young Kwan, it's my point to OSP.
So what do you mean?
Honorable Mepacho, Yam PC Bejo. You can't have for why Yam PC Bejo.
Just a sign for me. A sign for
now. OSP and now Abo be said the episode Kuno.
It's sad.
OSP.
Or starting with Martin Amidu. Just say, you see, you say Nanado's intention. No, but so governance system.
Yes.
Yamfa even somebody from outside the only Yamfa Nemani how Ghana.
He didn't want to be that political.
Yes,
that partisan.
Unfortunately, Martin Okon was
you the description of the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mother said.
Or one and I said they.
And OSP. OSP on one budget. The first time who in the building. The officer and not don't go for the Yamano. Now, papa within a short time and another fee power. It me can some appointees of Nanado.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Yeah,
it's so sad. Me sure say now poking. His Excellency Nanado. What's he will be sad.
Oh, they said when you're quite saying the and debate at Moya Parliament now, he's been monitoring.
Yes,
me and I'm also been monitoring him. Oh wow, I've been monitoring him. So he's been monitoring you people, and in fact, he's made calls to some people say, "Oh, the Moya me follow CDC," and I'm also monitoring him. Now I'm hoping say he's listening and watching.
I feel for him. I feel for him. Shedampare.
Anyway,
you see the appointment of Yonu as deputy IGP.
I'm sad. Seriously, I'm sad.
There are other two institutions. There are other two institutions.
This is both the IGP and the deputy are both friends.
And they were fighting.
How do you appoint the two?
In fact, they were not even fighting. The IGP on your NDC in the Dampire no. Was the one say you appointed NDC as the deputy. Now be by deputy dia not just obey undermine. Meanwhile, particularly champion, former IGP, 2 weeks elections, Wakuya so on Wakuya so not Obaha. It didn't come on. No, your former, no, your deputy IGP. Now at the tiny of 2 deputy IGPs. It's always been part of the system. But I won't go out there.
God, can be a strayanda. Say be a union me. In a meso, says ya, Menomaya, Bosma Cotre, and I'm a semi fita. But why wouldn't you name me or no free a police here? Who propose one now back a police?
Mr. Paco carry
a hand. Dr. Bano. That be Jaja. If you are appointed God and so I can't do because of daddy. What did the son color me? I don't know. Daddy Dr. Bano when you blue, where you
no make me ready.
Mr. Sashi Pacho, 5 video no. What the factors are by you didn't want to keep to
attaching right up. And know him. My name is Kasa. My name Pennyphobia within the security space. Eating como. As one became Mamma Cantina, as what they know, as what they know. I had a funny bitch to be a bitch. Why? Be a bitch. I say, penny for not almost of course. A lot of that information, they were not bold enough to have taken action. Because can you see a do baby Edwin? Immediately after the by-election, I sent off. Oh, talk about it was clear, say decision should have been taken. Me send off. Menen ye team wa had the ruling that's a brainy taken. You could do 11 days. I was sent off. Police for can so much say you say. Baby, I didn't go say that here. Minim MPP penimo or my young country. O man tiasem.
it's a more video be who said Drew baby na MPP General Secretary Justin Kodia
very open about it.
He was very open. He was nearly in tears. So at the MPP polling strongholds were said no more mojichen kwafo mu yese renew say omo plan ma plan ni na e bye ye asobrache Peter ye wie and abati
just some small say say show ye ni amanfo na ye.
Yes,
in fact
external producers and external panelists.
Yeah. Umpo the IGP position no political,
of course.
The lobby look say you be IGP a ebi mu koda political authorities ebi fie ebi ko sre ebi tueska ebi ko duduo ebi ko aso ebi ya bibia so mbenya the position and the political position dey ho betra ho a
na wako too far asori mpanimfo kra asori mpanimfo say the whole Ghana one obedi asori we anim one obedi asori we anim kwa no e political.
Of course. Of course.
Your position being political.
Oh,
Speaker of Parliament, you're political.
Oh, you're not
political. Justice, political.
Make a sorry.
DOG governor, political. Position being.
And
then you're political.
And the point is that the IGP no, you be so. Omo anke so no lobby o. Honorable TA. Opa bisano. Say you be senka. Okay. What do you Enje
so mo betu tuoma so na tu promi
Dampare ba first no.
Yeah.
One of the issues I mean was no too much of optics.
Yes.
He's a populist.
Populist.
He is a populist.
Children,
that was one of my problems.
How are you doing?
Back in the house, me top board there. I was wondering, say,
the inauguration of
the real work of policing. No, as a debia and
a fairly PR gimmicks.
Or the name be see MP so at a point in time.
I know.
Maza,
will you find your
Mesibusa sticker? That you know at 8 o'clock. By 8:30, we release a letter.
Yes,
statement.
I know.
You are actually doing, and we are arrested for. Papa, you only have to was you. I can grow away. It's very dangerous. Politics.
Children, how are you? Now,
and you see, I'll say this. Bɛkyerɛ
yes.
Was sending article be
okay
about Dampare ne achievement near you.
Achievement. Okay.
Oh, me ba share to bo.
Say about achievement.
Me ba.
Any
achievement. Tie Adebako try say an achievement here. Or say ensuring a peaceful electoral process.
Electoral.
You see, Elvis mpacho ko yi side way from.
Oh no, say that's a team.
A team. Ma kan ade na me ka say a team. I'm for election. I'm for.
Please forgive, but don't bring rubbish here. And this is rubbish. Don't bring it here. Can't move. And sorry, electoral. Okay.
It's sad. It's sad. Say or starting on a certain note. That's enough feeling. So he's bringing some changes. We do the ambience, everything, things. But go on. As me see him, starts me refer me now for police for.
Yes.
And someone more catch them. It's as if they knew so much. Now you knew.
I'm not going to say me, madam. Madam for be a or a police officer, or a lawyer. Yeah, a better be 2 months. I'm a collection of money to friends, sending revenue no money stuff. I'm in a coming some a one of my babu say and some of my men catch and meet me kind of say a penny pass our panady. Ye, and son, I said December 6 no crank, you know, and son a half of 1.
All right. Yam say for me a good riddance, better late than never. Na say MPP for no police service mu e ka say Gordon say papa ye any damn paria police for to abaletia.
That's what I'm hearing.
They told us including people who were working at the Jubilee House or police will catch say some any damn paria na do by in election no. It was said that Dr. What kind of first?
Yeah.
The party led Dr. Baumia to the slaughterhouse.
Yes.
And he was executed.
This was a senior police officer who called to tell me this. Say I've been watching your TV but me crew me no so that's why I go through my husband so me couldn't from because I've been watching you and my husband is so only and the thing she told me a hono 2 months later my baby boo yes let you know you
all right abusafo aha eye won't be radio 95.9 program din di Bɛkyerɛ mu na eye me nwanwa but be sanity for the first time Dr. Kufu Dampare ho asema ba ehyenkofu bufuo eseye abofon sem intino sani bi aseti wo ba look at how you came and look at your exit enti no eneko honorable wo pesa wo ka Dampare asem na mebie microphone am waka ne ye me bie ma so na wo twetwe wo ho me bie na wo twetwe wo ho ye no me pa cho mamenko ahoman mamenko da bi pa cho eye mamenko na yenkodi enkomo kakra to the be we are nipa wo confidence level e was soro wa be said the kwane say wo senya ya na wo kasa na wo confidence level aba from pa nipa ne senya so ta sere anyhow opibia na wa ye na perfect smile foundation for aba o mo say nyame adoma 20th March no ye fe bi World Oral Health Day enti nyame adoma 20th ndie ye betwitwi ye se pa and now foundation no ma ba say omo program bi across the country nti be say bi mu din komo say World Oral Health Day no a day and now omo akoye Perfect Smile Foundation Augustina tina mensa bacho ye mo ache e mo akwaba na de say
bacho nyame adomi ho ye
de nyame asipa na mo say World Oral Health Day de bad
I think say every month no WHO it taking one of the diseases in the world.
Okay.
March near Oral Health Month, but you're celebrating the 20th March. So Perfect Smile Foundation, our mandate is to put a smile on every school-going child's face. And this month, 20th, you know, Yabeko School for the Deaf, Chibi. Yaya School for the Deaf maybe and Yaya School for the Blind. Yaya normally near share the disability community. So this month we called Chibi School for the Deaf.
Okay.
Disability community no Yaya say in Kofo refi omukakra. Nti Yaya the any say ye kai ni omuko every time no eco celebrity. Yabeko with a team of dentists, dental nurses, pediatric dentists because omo yen kola nti na yakwako show omosia momo obi a owo any dental disease bia no ye be try say ye be to be aye nia yentimi nye wo ho no ye be refer to the appropriate quarters na omosia show omo yes say because a celebration inti we would want to give them lunch, a packed lunch of jollof and then chicken and then one drink. It's an we ye buy ye be straight for a little help. You say adopt a child, a colabia say bit me money lunch. Ye best money drink. Now as dentist no sa no and a Perfect Smile. As mu free is just 50 cedis. Into we are just here to plead with your audience. Say boy na and contribute towards sa project ya no coming 20th Thursday no. Into na anopa we Perfect Smile Foundation ya bahano. Inti oche mind chebi mind yenim sem pipi de simunaso. Inti ya bahano pawe just to come and plead with you na mo support na mo mana omo deaf and dumb no mo mo school chebi no ye bitumi ahye omo. Thank you.
Enti just mu ko hwehwe ko forcing.
Patron.
Na obu yo mo aduane adi.
Patron. Ye ntwitwi kwa so be your problem I will say ye nto aye betu I will say ye failure ye be ye. Ye be mo omo paste and brush ni leave am ye paste ye de be kwa koma omo so ye be try omo how to keep a good oral hygiene. Patron o mama ye paste na brush sa ye de be kwa ko che omo.
Okay, but mu wi a deaf and dumb omo kakra wo be di kakra.
Patron.
Anu bibi kakra.
Patron.
Enti no ye mpe kwans kakra fan support.
Patron.
Notes so ho so fan support.
Patron.
Na chebi omo do be say me this is the first time I met this baby there is something.
Okay,
Chebi School for the Deaf.
And Kolana Nkasa is about 217.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Kolana Nkasa. Yeah.
Wow. Na I don't know what you say baby Accra.
Oh, yeah, Accra. Omo school e wa shaman yakoye wo ho. Ya ye Mampon School for the Deaf. Ya ye Nsukwa School for the Deaf. Nti afi na ye dru chebi ye fi chebi aye kokuma ase. Jamasi School for the Deaf. See that those schools need there. Ye guso aye ye show mu nyina. Yeah. Ya ye School for the Blind is so. the disability community no ya adopt you say you be sure because in pain na san e betimi kra de o back hospital no na ade na asay we your call in Suka no we realized there was a child that or oral cancer but nim say or sa problem no nyame adum because ye hu ni interminity no ya start say ye treating no ye share no it helps because mostly no sa disability community no ko almost obi ade ne baba we jano I had a girl yeah automanicity me catch her and say oh what kind of fear I not say because I wanted to follow up with her issues and they say you didn't buy school at the age of 6 years and that's it when they don't find the parents you jano so I had drink kakra. I also plead say audience once a while on your birthdays, on your weekends, go to them, help them. They really do need help. And your dental nkwa personally they need help. Omonta the shame, omonpa bo shame. Even their a man like that, their menstrual hygiene, all those things. You know, it's sad when you visit these communities. Indeed, the honorables and then the other people are moving to me. No, I would plead with you once a while, just pass there, even if it's a bag of rice, or you can even decide to have lunch with them. It will go nyame Bɛkyerɛ because these are people we don't look at. Nti kwa mobo
na say what the working Marco Bostal Institute Marco so many places yeah na story need to say
a hard drink because God and I know says and ne crying for 60 pesos and 80 pesos ente but these children are given 180 pesos a day to feed on. Saya na sasi can be to me a feeding even omedidiem. I remember say you call mampon now omu krediane. I thought say they've been giving kenke and palm oil only to realize that palm nut soup and this is not soup. This is not some food a person should eat. But this is what and it's not the school's fault. The system is sick. That's what they can afford. Until they are always pleading with individuals. And so yeah, there, but endorse. Until say, oh, yeah, what you say, be out to Kwayako, Kumasia, Udu Chebia, bet me a money the bag of rice, bag of beans, bag of gari. Oh, they want Tadiana or man to me, or when you okay, you can clean it nicely and then package it and go and give to them. They need books, they need stationaries. Be brave. Yes, say we should try and also look at the disability community, especially in Kolano. They do need help, and some of them are very brilliant. Very brilliant. I met a girl or you're deaf or you're dumb or you're blind. All these three, yeah. Wow. And she's finished the university. Really? I'll be adopting Kenya because they have the facility to be able to train her. And when this girl is speaking, it will amaze you that yeah. And this, especially the you're deaf, you're dumb, no. If you understand the science and you're talking to them, you would see intelligence. The kind of conversations they will have with you, it's amazing. See, our master, we should look at them. They can do a lot. If you see the teachers now, more disability now, teachers, they are so amazing.
Okay, what's the Perfect Smile Foundation is celebrating World Oral Health Day with fresh air, National Prophetic Ministry with Chebi School for the Deaf. One student, one toothpaste, stroke brush, 20th March 2025. Consolidated Bank Ghana branch Atomic Junction account number and na ewo hormono. Yes.
Tina, my former friend.
Okay, former. Let's see you.
Oh, that be Madam for Dada. But besides that, I don't know call Boise or call Boise. They can support. Oh, that be Yansa. As a man, that be that's also call Boise or call Boise and can support no. Because I am Madam for that.
So what can you do? Yeah, the Beko book mache. Okay. So best supporting team. That means it's or fucking in.
Hey, that you
yeah, Beko.
All right, Doc. Now will be bigger now. Now will be now will team goes and
they all can because one or two occasions there are many opportunity to.
Look, microphone ready.
One or two occasions when your opportunity I come visit South School here.
Okay. Yeah.
And you know, teachers from any moody home near them issues now can be fully aware.
Yeah.
They will be I think said DI last year through Dr. Antoinette Green Ghana no year donations any day our mampon.
Okay.
If you some of them, if I could no more training say or more exams. We saw the questions that's it more
and what thing?
Yes.
Sir?
Some of them are able to even score 80-90%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Tonight I can relate. One area me and customer say me to me say me will be here. One area me and customer I will take.
But and then the brush the toothpaste there.
Oh,
that will be an doctor fetch.
What I'm
doing is measure that commercial break just 2 minutes. Honorable MPD and a doctor for me. What am I fetch to another question? Now,
medical doctor.
That we book doctor. I we economist.
Me teacher.
Arabusa for 80 Perfect Man Foundation and now almost a mere duma Thursday or more kuchibi. The wood say the dog can ya wakoda ehuda. Na a year asama a very worrying. Then what I would suggest and say 1 day MP time never a bibra. Some stories go why I say Ghana for yeti. Some brothers I won't call baby a sharp down for that. Wakasi baby be normal sir. And never had drink. Both are branded power bottle or could kama and repeat who back you and no catch me said radiance had not yafaso and to know will be a yamwa. I would have put a mestre numbers no and a hormone oh there be numbers in and the hormone 05986166688 perfect smile with me afro mona Augustina Mensa frame why said mona with me ajamuso more support to a foundation and your money making will be a factory. And no more deep pesca, but yen ebusa for none or holma will be a bit to me alcohol be inti. Yes, support to yes, ye be oh, but any ye be shower at your holmo. Better that's it. I was for a high I want to me radio 95.9 movement television, so program the Bɛkyerɛ na afena ye call and common swan kasa back with the nay a deprapra quemu. It ye call budget statement na and now no Dr. Atoforsen a de a buyer no. Esema wakeka ye owie ye no economist akasa omo munim economy no makasa e de data ne bibia ba se esema wakan bebe ye ntro na MPP for so e de omo so statement about bonten in fact before then no na state of the nation address aba MPP for the true state of the nation aba na budget statement so aba na omo so domo de aba enti mamenko Dr. Banoho na menko tie say budget statement na ba bonten sa no and some of kan no bia of course won't mean kamu nyina but e be yi ni man bienu miense bia wogidi se Ghana for tia se no kire ade e as a teacher enti doc me pacho we die but microphone so what am ba se bia me mark you down okay but yes yes
to say me kan me money talk budget na you will have to force presenting my parliament. Say share budget now. Want to mean cancer budget and say your budget and your research Ghana. Maybe that is the headline of the man. Because this is a budget that is anchored on the achievements of the NPP. Now I didn't see that make cancer. According so offer budget statement now. Now me starting from His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama a State of the Nation address now me family budget. Because so offer on my State of the Nation address. That's a offer budget. Maybe I need to kind of say a contradiction. The budget, a contradiction. The picture His Excellency the President ever presented the State of the Nation address. Emma honorable MPs our Parliament. I didn't know. Now in the statement of His Excellency the President ever presented a Parliament. State of the Nation fact meaning say ultra budget nimfoni Ghana economy nimfoni achre Ghana for owie your kan nsa ne bro for be kan you know kan ni na wie no and will be born to us say the Ghanaian economy has been criminally managed.
Yes.
Sano.
Yeah, I'm correct.
It is if the economy is indeed criminally managed, let us say economy, let us say attention pansama to the extent they say we are share better care the next 1,000 years in Yankopon the domia and the economy to be 89 now yanko budget money yanko say and some president kind on one can finance minister where you say ombra no me present and then someone can we make church the muye because I'm believe then point to point no dem ai but budget statement no be church the muye baby asay send me apro akosie ene de omo be ya saa eproye no e be yi no o meka de Ghana fo nti na yanko budget me say saa energy say offer budget na Mampenyi ebe katre se Ghana economy ni atenti apens. Na economy ni nyina asenesen. Economy ni nyina ne se in nominal terms no se wo fa ne sika botina nneoma ye wo Ghana he nyina na wo de sika to so a. Baby ya wura eye John Dramani Mahama, eye John Mahama part 1. Sa na ne ka no. Eye 2013 to 2016. Onu oja no. Na je se eye chen near Nana Kufuad and Dr. Baumia Ebejan in 2024. Sana Opes Watch. Into Yamfa, I dear Baka will be share the nominal value of your economy. See, I'm trying to say, and you may your Ghana Henino. Any services I render to say the God, the better Chimufidi, any day in a better year, Casabi, a quatrabian. So, what is a cabot to swat? Yura John Dramani Mahama all con Ujanison. Part 1. Oko Ujan barely something around 260 billion Ghana cedis. That was the total value of the Ghanaian economy. In fact, 260 no crown. Let me say about 245 was a 35 billion Ghana cedis. That was John Dramani Mahama part 1. Now, Kufuado any Baumia economy no almost say apansam. And the Okofa budget statement now, Ghana economy no is valued at 1.2 trillion Ghana cedis golden. From 260 billion to 1.2 trillion. Nana Kufuado ne Babia almost 1 trillion and aka Ghana economy no.
Doc Pacho, source no way.
What's it?
Source no be.
Pacho when Google woko a Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
Woko Ghana Statistical Service.
Okay.
In fact, Ghana Statistical Service na Uba Ghana ha omuna ewonim dia omode value the economy.
Okay.
Into Ghana Statistical Service this week reporter omode by Ghana's growth rate no.
Okay.
Omode Ghana's total value of dominant terms the economy no ebuy. Okay. If you go Ghana Statistical Service website, in fact, you Google online, side with the professor himself. On the Ghana Statistical Service, only do 2 that. Abra no answer Ghana's growth rate, no.
But it's a be Mammy figure.
We say 1.2 trillion Ghana from almost 260 billion in NDC Part 1 in 2016. And the MPP did almost 1 trillion and I Ghana economy no, in terms of nominal growth.
Wow.
Yes. And the economy grow almost 1 trillion criminally managed economy. Now you John Mahama Part 1 now who be warden. All corona growth rate. Say yes, share economy no said the unity. Don't say yes, hey, what the whole bar growth rate mean can a tree not gun one more tea with different chassis. Me that's about hey, me by when you 10 tempo garden.
What the fertilizer?
Enti say a growth rate Ghana economy no senya na efa enyini na enyini tentama na asana no ho atwape akure wadi mfie do so be hunu kasa fa no bi mfie miensa enu de friend protocol say friend say the growth rate of the economy John Dramani Mahama part 1 ujawo oko ujayi growth rate of 3.4%. Senya Ghana enyini no o fan o hanchichemu a na ye miensa echiru pona. And no John Dramani Mahama part 1 ejama Ghana for 3.4%.
Okay.
Now the onoka ka say criminally managed economy na onwa the finance minister so dina parliament ka ho asem no ni wura apart from say Ghana Statistical Service announce no ya wura atu force ko dina parliament no ono sisi so biasa ampa Ghana's economy grew by 5.7%. Ohanchiche munum echi ponso tesa akaji tata miensa na ki edurisia.
Just a week before, that president say Ghana you need DHS.
Atetia pass my yeni hwene.
Yes, omo mo kwa say mo kotum.
Satetia Pansam dia Gordon, Samimi Gordon. Say Yama wo adwuma. Na se adwuma no wo Gordon ye gifiri onsem na ye de mame. Na se me ka se bia Gordon adwuma ye no wanye ni ya. E wo se ye hwe nyo be yan fa ya no na ka ne sa keke. E wo se me nyo ma Gordon ye ye. Na ne ye se sa adwuma no me so ma ye da. Ye na ne me so bitumi ye ye. Eno na ye de tutu a me matumi a wotumi na maka so ene Gordon amone ho mode.
Yes.
Na se ye de tutu de me di nkan ye ne ho. A ya sa je afro bi nsem se sa fa me nye no ho a. Na se ne Gordon be ye no e wo ani mu che de me ye de me de me tumi kura se me ka Gordon ase.
Dabi.
Enu ti na mi twa sanfo ni atre Ghana for because John Dramani Mahama His Excellency enye obi a only president da enu ni ado se Ghana for ti ase. In fact, where your papa in 2016 State of the Nation address Okachira Ghana for said he inherited a bad economy. Now 2016 Okaso he inherited a bad economy. Now the reference point anu obiki.
There no.
Now obiki reference to a economy or inherited in 2013 na eye onu ankasa ne president when you baby ko yewura John Livasa Tamas Enijan.
There oram ko do compromise pose mo parliament.
Yes.
Okay. Mekai.
Enti seba sa papa we ya onu ankasa president a woyi no as vice president imponu o ka kire Ghana for say sa papa no e ma no mismanage economy enso Gordon na eye economy a yewura John Livasa Tamas de ma no na inflation around 9%. Now your growth rate was around 8%. Now your debt to GDP ratio in terms of nominal terms, $1 now you're less than 16 billion Ghana cedis. And so Papa be Ghana for him. And Shepherd paid Papa or your man, and so when young Amia to himself from Ekachira Ghana for say he inherited a bad economy. It's me and then once Papa be cancer. God. Na after me found quite a budget na ade ba ko me to budget no ma na me bu afuye pa ye say o ma cut down expenditure.
Control your heart.
Me te sa brofo no say they have cut down expenditure Gordon na me bu afu say offer a budget statement na ga ayi you right to force e ko kan ye na me ka budget statement you right to force ka na Gordon say offer a budget speech no section 3 paragraph 112 and I'm saying it so that people can cross check.
Okay.
I say this budget proposes 290 billion in expenditure for 2025. In 2024 now the total expenditure was 260 billion. And it's according their own person or did 290 billion. And if you do 260 billion, near one here and or rationalizing expenditure.
30 billion
extra.
More.
The patrol, and yet the budget statement, and yet a composite, no, yeah, or can, and yet paragraph 112, section 3.
Honorable one man. I go with my kind support.
112, paragraph 112, section 3.
11 paragraph 112 section 3. Okay, Mati. Look, what would it was who and what by you?
Or can't say now, a dear Munsuno, and yes, our budget, a catcher, you say, you were John Dramani Mahama Bɛkyerɛ say, a bagana kaya dear, a bean seed. That's all 112.
Ubehu, Edia Ubehu. Look, what that was Edia Ubehu.
You were John Dramani Mahama Bɛkyerɛ say, a car Ghana for a dear, a bean seed, a yet debt to GDP ratio. In fact, so offer Ghana debt to GDP ratio, I require you write John Dramani Mahama part 1 aircraft. Now your debt to where make I think for me you will be a friend say rebased economy. Now we are making kakra because okay almost NDT for debt to Mujane is a 56 or 57%. Now Gordon, so rebased in Ghana Sastar service na ye. Inti afibia no senya ye ka say so we disikabotu to Ghana nyoma ye tonton so na ho. You will be a friend say base ya. Inti eboa eno na ye dey ton no. First, no, that you 2006 a boy and ye better to ano. Enti by 2016 NDC for aircon. Now ye insessan. Enti debt to GDP ratio na e wo hono. Se ofan in totality ya. Now ye the equivalent of 73.1%. And now ye kase no. The criminally managed economy no. Debt to GDP ratio got at Ababedina 61.8%. The criminally managed economy no. And they say oh for the West African monetary zone. Omo measurement of sustainable say your debt sustainable and I say sustainable no. Omo use 70%. Ghana member of WAMI, West African Monetary Institute and that's authority. Ghana for a and they say oh for WAMI threshold na that is a Ghana omaya your what debt distress mo. This one man penye because Ghana what debt distress ma na ye akohwie enu di kire Ghana for. Now Gordon make all the same budget ni mo no so bi ni Gordon. Budget be ka kire say omo ayi levies bi afi ho Ghana for emosi. Iti budget ni be ka kire say yi levy omo ayi afi ho. 1%. Na Gordon ke ewiase ade a me kire ni say ubewia Gordon na odi abebetua honorable adumakoka ade ntina Gordon mekasa wo se why e levy 1% efiko Gordon any your budget bi a your friend say sustainability and as growth and sustainability levy say business so mo do sika ura business no business no anyi no trust mo twa wo so na aban no na 1%. And I we say levy 1% we year for God me say sustainability levy no and the MPP na you levy 1% no now growth and sustainability levy no na eno so your 1% tie nie and NDC aban frakadam aban we abeka kire say levy na 1% no wo ma year for Ghana for emosi na God hwade bi o ma ya ba he mo so mo yi levy 1% na now growth and sustainability level now 1% no and this is 4% from 1% and the cut 3%.
Hey, 2% increase. Yes. And I'm saying to okay, 2%.
One and this is someone the cut 3 and to we 11 no 2% 11 one no be can ho and o ma sabi o mo one asa can ho na 3%.
It percentage wise na 200% increase. And I'm what?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, it say ya koya and I say ya buy.
When you say jina ho
and you jina ho keke ya tena se
achi
won jina ho what tena se ya ye kunya na firi oto it is our growth and sustainability level ya businesses and ka omo ho beto omo no and this for say ya sad 2% asa pay mu konso especially the mining sector mu kon be bu na mo ka dia be pu ho Mona mo say mo pese yi tuo mfiri
paragraph 273.
Yes.
Ozaka.
Paragraph 273. Consequently, we are proposing to increase the growth and sustainability levy from 1% on the gross production of mining companies to 3% to enable the nation to have its fair share of the rainfall from increasing gold prices. But we also propose to extend the sunset clause to 2028.
Yes.
All right. That's well ready.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, because we're God, you can be this special import levy. A year importers, I was so careful, Mutia, no pay, and no more crying with Fred Brutry, or Mosua, and Kira, Dr. Mahmoud, by Mr. Kadana for Tamamo to be here for what an idea is why. Okay. And this was a special import levy, no? Or more extended the code 2028, when you feel hot neck and you feel hot.
Special import levy.
Yes. And you're true, and also that, and you may crave your butchery at the back.
Paragraph 274.
Okay. Almost say, I was so careful, sooner, almost say, yeah, reset it, yeah, true, banana, yeah, baby, sir, at Tron if you want to. Almost so, my God, your man so my extended for the 2025 fiscal year. Say, a few way pet, Debbie. Almost so much, or more pajama, because it's 22 and so be flack.
On the second Bahama be flack.
Ghana, you move it, she and who's running no we are more. They are was a pray now was said so now we'll see. At the end, this is for some man. Call it. But I call policies and programs.
Okay.
And yes, our budget way, I say, a research Ghana, I'm a Ghana for and what tomo. Me maami o te oboasia no pay me nue maami o no se te oboasia no pay a mutie ye so omo ho be henha wo mo de bia me say electricity bill bia de bia de ya abro bi dwa maso mani
no
na me se me maami nya hu he adwuma no se me pedodo na me ye
so we are brand here
tie budget me tie me na so nya hu he adwuma no so bon pema na me nya bibre God budget me say for the first time in the history of this country or say the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission (PURC) it's mandated to it's mandated to adjust electricity prices every quarter based on inflation and exchange rate. Wait there, they say Gordon. Say offer the composite budget now. Page 53, paragraph 254. Now we get to check your money. That is where he read it.
Okay, so
the homework kind. Gordon, they say my two was na me 2 million. No matresi. To say we are Ghana ni na say radio be and also be able to do track. I will say budget na ya any there. Koko pe champagne ni coke na no ma unia. Obenuma wie no we soup. Gordon, now the American brofia became ya searching. Gordon. First, no nanka yeti no nanka electricity no nanka yetumu de. But near tumu at a reasonable price. And your brebia and the yetumu. Says ya the assemble so many sebia.
Every 3 months.
The better electricity price.
Nanya to Muhammad lawyer at lawyer campaign or cars as some say Tembia 1 by 2 to Fed one of the best budget
and no tirabeka.
Wow.
Wow. Ya ma me money ya papa mu tie kura mu nya nwure. Omusu kura na do ma ye no mo. Budget no se mo light bill na se si amo se e wosoro entimu usu no. Wo se si aboso mi ense bia ye ntum. Na tie nioma wo se ye nhwa so ne mfanto light bill ni me. E ho kura na ye be bufu no Gordon. O se inflation ekosoro ayento electricity bu.
Okay, nice.
Exchange rate say see na ho ade no kwa from na dollar ekosoro ayento electricity price.
Yes.
Na Gordon metihi me maami o wote pompo so ono e na manage inflation.
Dabi.
Ono e na manage exchange rate.
Dabi we ma de ko.
Why do my dey so be manage say exchange rate and inflation e be stable. Why do my dey no Gordon?
Say I think say you dey say governor.
Enya president awoti abaso ono na appoint governor. Enya ono na appoint finance minister.
Yeah.
Enti eye den na wo be ka kire me ne me maame ene me nuanom ne ye papa no mo tie ano pe se inflation eno ma bo se ne ekosoro no kosoro a me se estimate receipt na ho ode ne so ba fo na ye nto electricity library sa se mo make sense nyansa wo Gordon.
Dabi.
And so John Dramani Mahama through his finance minister said e kwan we e na ye wura to force emfa so no to library mu e wo kromi ya. Gordon papa ni ye yo me nsoma no.
Yanko,
what's it? The PURC will also undertake major tariff adjustment from the current, to reflect capacity charges, additional liquid usage, and additional capex.
Hey,
intino send your motor fuel no, or motor do one and no say a cam or man, was so much like being no cheers. Say a capex infrastructure, a capital expenditure, and electricity. The companies normally infrastructure. No more use. And also, so we send one across the necessary come with the cost and was so moment Ghana for any shares. Now, then I'm going to say, we your friend may drop father had a budget. Why the papa year you want to Ghana for the moon year? Was asking number 3 or say, a year chromi hammer, a year gas, and in fact, most of a year power generation plants in a year dual. It would be the gas, and I said, would be the air liquid fuel, a good. Nasa gas, you know, and on air for. And untina abribiano ayanaki a gas no do through a WAPCO West African gas pipeline for no. Gordon, Papa be kan budget na gas na air for na no na ke betumi atobi egum nka ye wan hehan. Was say a boy ye ton no per NMBTU no. Currently Gordon, NPP 4 na ya pedo at $7.83. John Dramani Mahama say all be research Ghana Gordon. Wa pega sa bonne free $7.83 and the co $8.45.
Hey, I know what it.
And to say automatically no say exchange rate any inflation no what they turn tempo and na over be and no ma eye gas ye de eno ye de noa enyinam kanea na eno mpo no ye besa to electricity bill muti Ghana for in 2025 say 200 cedis na spend as electricity bill and as we talk creditor ya what they say in 2025 one spend the kwanya 300 Ghana cedis eno ne asamba ko a e wo sa budget wi mu a papa no e ka kire Gordon bia na mane fit na no ba be si ansa na honorable abemu no Gordon na mesa enka ade ba ko ha no se ukọ eye the same budget statement na eye ye wura John Dramani Mahama say through the finance minister Eshe Ghana fobo se eba eye revenue eto se ne betu ya de to e wo Ghana mu ha eye MPP aban na abon dodo o mantumi amo o ho moden enu ntino o mo de nuoma ba begu akwan mu no matumi ade eto sika bebre na se ne be ya o mo kobo besia Gordon medi nka ka kire wana no me ni we phone ti medi ka ka kire say as at the time I can budget to you. Na eye besi aban na abo ewo eye Ghana memu ha the domestic market no kwan na almost $5 billion.
Anoti.
Se ofa akufu ado aban the first time in 2017 besi obo ye nyina no God na ofa no Ghana sikam eye American dollar na ndru $1 billion.
Wow.
Less than that. In fact, ofa the cedi ma na eye 12.7 billion Ghana cedis.
No patrol before ado besi no we are working can why write-ups bi because in the baby ebusa say bi my small write-ups bi we can share with the public no much
na to sa ni we nyina na IRPP and in Facebook ma sa do nyina me ya ho write-ups na share
it would the mammy and ya pompe gusi ni advertise and say would go search for this
now what God offer the budget statement no man or say the total revenue omo hwe e na kasa economics ya di biasa won tia se de bi be brewe ni
awu
ani ntina me kasa awu say offer na in nominal terms say offer na sikabotni keka na say one share the broni fe say the time value of money I got the time value of money in the same God say eno da say ever say in fie na ya atwam ni etua aka e bi 1000 Ghana cedis na say eno etua aka 2000 Ghana cedis God and just say any of aka 2000
so change
1000 because ebia sa time na ni aka 1000 na cement bag e 5 cedis
medasi
and the cement bag ya almost 120 Ghana cedis it is if aka 1000 obetumi ato cement bag be so ha and if aka 2000 untumi to cement bag edumpo meboa
dabi
yes and no difference at the time value of money in the budget statement now I see obe receive revenue of 223.8 billion. Now, when you compare NPP dear Chumuna, na year revenue no, 186.5 billion. And it's a one take economics I say. Now 223. Now 186. I was so any 226 no. It's sombo and 186. That's when you're not correct.
Mati,
let me check out. The one American. And he said, oh, fan say, oh, person,
Mesamba.
Now, I can you have no can. I can see. Let Ghana phone chess a fracadam near Tramomo.
Okay.
So, person, what the time value of money? Say, what adjusting to inflation and not now finding as a percentage of GDP. It is our finding a NDC for revenue as a percentage of GDP. And you say 17.2%. Now, when you follow a projected revenue. In many cases, offer budget statement now say aban projected 17 na aban ya dia bro soa 15 and 16. MPP dia na actual revenue God offer the percentage of GDP 17.4%. Actual. Okay. Listen, Nanado did better than even the projected revenue for John Dramani Mahama.
Wow, I see. All right, for Dr. Frank Badlo and Martin Kan were economists. Where lecturer wa Gempa and was director of public policy IERPP eno mudi dwumade kese UPSC time ntini ebe ya Monday ho kolon na empenfo betena se ne yedidi enkoma course holo mamenko fija kwabre na miniminu ankodi enkombo na no metisa wo ka bibi I think say city na meti wo Eyewitness News na John na podcast abukosi second gas pipeline bi as dey na odi clarification by so sad kwasa master that enipa bebrebo abasi se wa ma ekadibesi enya ekusi enti mame mo akoba was again
yo minia first of all
yes
what parliament na
yes.
ato forcing na ho kind budget no I tell you say your immediate reaction because akoi obehadwen it sounded very interesting In fact, sound bites was interesting. Me ka levy mu, me ka betting tax mu, and then the euphoria in the chamber.
Yes.
Me the women's banking. Yeah. Now interestingly, they no kind budget no. Copies of the budget statements, no mama maybe.
That day no.
Not only 15. And on the parliament.
For leadership. Okay.
And into no, now obia nye preview to the figures no. And what budget no no.
And mujano na
mutie no, which is more of the policy statement no kan.
Yeah.
Ti na numero no another chain ye nyina yensa kan a document ni bi.
Okay.
And na obia sha say o read akenkan ahwem. Na enyoma ni bi a ye hu budget no no is shocking. First of all, yanko appendix 1 ombeto todia ema omodwuma no ahenha omo no wa budget for 70 million. So it should tell you the priority areas of the government.
Wow.
Yes. It will me mame. Now for say be ma loan bia me catch say research department under the presidency sika dia mo afi no e do so sika na say be chama man.
Na go na dia research no na bo mo je wo.
Pacho. We the Felix ba no busa.
Universities ne universities Lagos KUST UCC mo no. Research mo ye no e to the presidency.
Now
okay.
Now mame ko
we are back on. In fact, we're also taking off on YouTube. Me monitor.
Oh,
on YouTube.
Don't worry. Now let's go to the fiscals. Fiscals, revenues and expenditure.
Yes, very important.
What is so case obey taxes be free? Also be e-levy. But you e-levy. Answer no the bill never by parliament. Abaya repeal no akon. What project say answer about parliament abayi we na free no. Obenya 517 million Ghana cedis.
And that's what you must say.
Me say Tiaso American.
Okay.
Or say e-levy no wa abolish. O kai no say obi ani ade. Na mum okon the fiscal table na. The revenue we project say sika obenya free e-levy mu a also oba be abolish no. 517 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
517 million Ghana cedis. Appendix 3B, economic classification of central government revenue.
But in reality, what about parliament be here?
Me say, Debbie, as a now no free ho.
As what the criteria.
And I make sure so person say the processes leading to the repeal no. Say see ameno ka say any mum obetua.
Yes.
Until say repeal no ye be wie ho adwuma of parliament no. Wa project say before you be we no agege 517 million. Now tia
Peter.
Also the COVID-19 levy will be year through. Interestingly, already in the statement also COVID-19 there obey year. This year we VAT reforms.
Yes.
Now until the VAT reforms not have ended no.
Yeah.
What project to say COVID-19 levy all budget patroti 3.8 billion.
Na make us say frakadam
but say COVID-19 obey year free ho. Name say see adi only omo ye reforms.
But reforms no Freddy say entrenched constitutional provision.
Ono ano
say constitution ye entrenched.
Debbie entrenched.
Hey,
entrenched.
Make us say be entrenched provision.
Debbie.
Say the
work in the Senate.
Mr. Speaker, ahead of the IMF technical assistance mission, I will inaugurate a VAT reform task force to hold broad consultation with key stakeholders for their input. Mr. Speaker, the parameters for the VAT reforms, which will be completed this year, will include abolishing the COVID-19 levy, which means until say reforms in be at the end of this year, no, or project set COVID-19 levy in the year.
But that reform committee go for one year.
But reforms will take 2 years. But
we announce them at all be a team say COVID-19 or Baba abolish it. And what project is called Babinya if COVID-19 levy?
What's what Becky say?
Me pato 3.8 billion.
3.8
billion. We be anchored appendix 3B, economic classification of central government revenue. Now the interesting part. Last year na young MPP ye can say yen free hona ye di ye adwuma no the project is be 2.7 billion. Ono also ba be year free hono. O project say at the end of the year no obenya 3.8 billion.
Obi say
me wa na odia question ni 120 days achievement.
So
Obi say God
obey year free.
God don't forget that Ofusu Kwachi's capex includes gadgets to jam your station. Before it's but in all seriousness, and then man mobile be me budget room say budget no it is a Bible. You have to read it wholly. That Holy Spirit no enter. What could read the benkum I want. Yes,
that's right.
But that's all we really benkum. Then go straight for say no say I am draw. I am trying part time on my draw.
Now doc raise the issue about expenditure.
Yeah.
You have a election. Almost na kufuado. Wa boka o yusu sika no ye hu. Mini and patrotio.
Okay.
Ntomba omso be lean government. Na omba be ka expenditure so.
Yes.
And no man hu hia no be tete so. Patrotio. 2024. Nana Akufo-Addo ni expenditure. Oh yeah, 226 billion. This year, ono also ba be ka expenditure or be tete so no. O projected say by end of 2025, or best spending 268 billion.
In fact, appropriation is 290.
The appropriation is 290. Appropriation was 290 billion.
Like that's 30 billion difference.
More.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, now what brewu? And I was on perfect.
Now, Patrol, one shocking area allocation. The gold board. Gold board. One man of $279 million. Yeah, calculation be so far yeah up to about 10 ministries. Okay, all the allocations to about 10 ministries are and do some of the fiscal man.
Hey, what for? Is it the billionaire? Some
the allocations to sports or some other ministries no. Okay, bomwa. And no the allocations can point the gold board. $279 million.
Something is not
to one entity.
No, but okay, so beyond,
one entity.
Beyond that, no problem.
How much people on big them?
To one entity. To one entity.
Why? We are member of the gold board. We are COSO member. We are member of the gold board. Me kawaha we are and I know some of them tina make and make class no bebu. Hey, say MPP bad government be. Now gold board they do 100 years for will jail you people. I said it this morning.
This is a criminal organization.
And I've said it here.
And a state now established.
And I will do a write-up on it.
Yes.
When Dr. Mahmoud Mahmia become president and found the CEO of the respect to carry in this town, we will jail you people. Until you go on with the gold board. Now we call it $270 million
dollars.
Dollars. And we'll come here and we'll say
$279
this is a word
billion
dollars.
And I'm sure they will hear it.
You see, the reason why I'm making this point is say also person boost the economy. There are certain sectors who the sikako who are a bit number economy ne boost.
That big push in Umunya say.
It's about 800 million.
800 million.
Yes.
You are not at the first statement or radio or parliament. But I say we are also implemented the 10 billion big push program for accelerated $10 billion big push program for accelerated infrastructure development. We are delivering. This is achievement what capture on the statement or radio or
budget statement.
Yes.
And was say Fabra. Budget statement was say
page
68.
Yes.
Was say we are committed to implement the 10 billion big push program for accelerated infrastructure development. We are delivering, which means that the limit to about it means a 10 billion big push program no more because we are delivering. And the question the other side, the evidence based appendix baby arena one said what they buy $800 million.
Yes.
And 1 billion. Okay.
It's what 10 billion for infrastructure. Forget it. Forget it.
The big push.
The allocation in the budget is 800.
We have been pushed downwards.
It's 800. Until the infant chance every year will be 1 billion. At the end of the 4-year term, no 4 and 10 billion.
Hello. So where is the 10 billion?
And patrol.
Hey,
and that is why I'm saying, say this budget is so not to what's now shape appendix no more. Minia.
Me ntro no ho kwesu sakrama me do. Eti me kwakwa na ko space na.
But and also so na eye.
Ehwo ne yare
no. E be kire wo say no opeso wo ye. Sika odi ato ho for this purpose na nie.
Wow.
Yes.
Ade ne me hu kakra wo.
Yes.
Because utie de Dr. Badlock kan ye. Ade de wo so de abeso so di a. Na ye say enkofo bi asset e up. Say ye twan to mo so say and then me yankate kwan amamo me yankate kwan no and aba pa ba afa enkate enka ho and then me yankate kwan na ma ukohwe kitchen a say kontumre enkwan no wo ye mam me ko Peter Omana honorable.
Oh, me pacho obetimako.
Okay, Peter. Cobra. Ma me ko Peter.
Let's be careful.
Yes.
You know, sometimes the political rhetoric on the floor. No. So baby I can say we are delivering the big push. But here we are. The figures do not support.
Office of Government Machinery. Are increasing about 105% in percentage terms.
Government machinery.
Yes.
The total increase.
Also
more pretty lean government.
Yes.
Now, for the total allocation in 2024 to Office of Government Machinery, the presidency, now 1.86 billion. NDC 4 and John Dramani Mahama say a BC Jaco Biase. Na says Kano, Ghana for the Bro Union Supapano, and Mobro University, and yet Jumanya, he bet me the says Kano, I a Juma, I'm a woman, Jumaya. In Tianto Abama John Dramani Mahama, no media president.
Obi the message about say in the big push, he said they will allocate 2.5 billion every year. Yet only 800 million for the but I have a pro account 2.5. The massive big push 10 billion. And you know,
and there's one last point I'm pressing. Say there's a lot of talk about IPPs.
Yes.
Now MPP you say negotiations are way a kind back the energy sector.
Yeah.
You can almost there be about budget statement. Paragraph 253.
Okay.
I complete the IPP capacity renegotiations to generate some savings through negotiated lower fixed capacity charges. Today they are admitting say they need a money about take or pay no the care bano. I think they almost say one of their strategies in the energy sector is to go back and renegotiate
to make more savings. And now what projection?
Me pacho 253. Paragraph 253. Or see complete or see energy sector measures, Mr. Speaker, to address the energy sector challenges, including reducing the quantum of the large energy sector shortfalls. The following ESRP interventions will be implemented.
Okay.
ECG and NETCO, privatization.
Yes.
One, implement the liquid fuel to gas swap through increase in end gas supply. Nobody has any problem.
Okay.
Complete the IPP capacity renegotiations to generate some savings through negotiated lower fixed capacity charges and variable O&M charges.
To complete, just will be started at that.
Yes, started.
It must start in
a catch almost say contract no must sign no at the bed in a brain and more rem. Almost say, boy.
But the contract na John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
Preso.
Yes. Why almost Debbie?
The book this year.
Take or pay
at Tamils. John Dramani Mahama when he was president.
Yes. Take or pay. Yeah, can you say take or pay? Am I a problem or am I a problem? Almost say, hey, and then they agree with us. So the renegotiation will lead to some savings.
Wow. God in America will tremansan over here. Me say, and John Dramani Mahama in 2025, Office of Government Machinery. Ekufuado a budget 1.8 no say being sida. No more better so no. I'm in 2025. What budget 3.8 billion.
Another when
105%. Never idea money yet at 10 waha. Ekufuado in a Greek because you say Ghana hano Africa economy is agrarian. And this may be directly and indirectly. And me say that a year academics will be shared due to almost 70% of a year economy is agrarian. Now a Greek no God in Hadi. Or first cano do one at the office of the presidency no and or buy a Greek in 2024 Ekufuado allocated 2.39 billion and a man Greek. John Dramani Mahama said more. What is so the about 1.57 billion? A Greek budget in Qua, what is so 100 to know a Biasa and 9 at 4.2%. Hey, we know the office of the president government machinery. So Mufanko show me Mr. Hey, Peter.
Yeah. And the crowd, I'm saying, class people don't think I'm eating. And some are because
that dog one, right up bi na nyamba na ready na ka me na ka dia toto so ho e ka dia toto so se pa
ni nyina ma ye we na won ma shi so wa he ma ye ni nyina wa ha ni
e fa ti na egofo di o metima ade wa ade wo pa
enti nya dia se bio e ye trimopo matrasia na dwe srupa ye ni nyina wie ti aka right up me cha tro ni nyina ne ade aka
Peter
you see that na we dem me who cry dream me but the thing is that me just nyuma mi sape na me ja ma mo no mo anya because na yesua de pa hwe
who say my trust afa de front and back be who dem intro
say I wasn't expecting say NDC ne Dr. Tufos na mbema a clear picture of nyoma se de CBT
yeah
but the extent omodi akono e bro adwene so
yeah I jana wana jana
oh yes hwe who kind in statement no video of parliament in page 10 on what you say there was gains Atufos in jitum in spite of all the economic crisis there no is you say economy na any crisis
you can have gains in crisis
yes
then there's a crisis
how
different meaning now
reserve or say or jitum wa say reserve aban MPP aban German be cover 4 months na or project say yes or project say or the beba 3 months oh yes I want statement yeah and to papa oh god papa ewu oja odan for no wo de wo project say wu ubeja o mano edan miensa woni ni mienu why na aye
ose me wo bad boy ba ko bi
yes
na last time ni di nkomo ana msakosi me papa na wo ye adwuma wo Ghana Education Service but that time na no wo ho no eni pa no wonim no public sector na say political level ko de we panimu no na wo ye district education of a director of education na me so ka say oba me nchen won kran bo a wutu say panimu bi afre me so timi frɛ panimu bi me no wakɔ ho ni ye di nkomo enti me papa wo from 20 years ago but I'm sure say baby wo won bia he's so proud of me say ene meti baga say Dr. Bano e madam but I can't tell some papa tia say no oni obi ko po kuta we PhD holder as a friend ene me told my Professor Bodi meti my friend oh Gordon ti on friend God or friend Gordon to show say of course how proud could I be enti me ka say enti won so say wetin Bob brought to the say one day wo Bɛkyerɛ me say wo to na president afrew and like I say oh da me ko president hall maba sa na say ko na afei de me ba be yes akwasi afei de obehu na dipa kese pa ne say I show you cat keys hey no be project be na me dey man
the paragraph 106 of statement are to force in kind of parliament Mr. Speaker gross international reserves increased to a stock position of like say the dog kind $8.98 billion at the end of 2014 and was enough to cover for 4 months of imports. Till ono ba paragraph 130 omu projections for the year on reserve. Ghana International Reserve including oil funds and incumbent pledge assets to cover no less than 3 months of imports. So now a very striking idea me tie no okan banking sector cleanup exercise no
okan saying
okay say I'm say over in fact President Mahama can say the state of the nation address any campaign or say how can a bank bit may use over 25 billion as of 9 billion problem.
Okay. Is that Professor Bodi
higher? And no, luckily, say Parliament don't mean control because a House of Records. Also, Ubadin trust saying a bad records a bit exposed. They said honorable I suppose you fair paragraph 93 page 20 of Atufor's statement no radio of parliament. Mr. Speaker, the financial sector still struggles even after spending 30 billion Ghana cedis in the financial sector cleanup exercise by the end of 2014. This includes 26 billion spending for the banks, savings and loans, financial houses, microfinance institutions, and asset management companies.
Meanwhile, there be almost a banks.
Banks, 9 billion per, 9 billion per to solve the banks any problem. And Abana say 26 or 20 something billion. And they are
That's why the book of confessions.
Oba Parliament, House of Records. Wabedia to say the money was not spent on only banks, which probably be 9 billion, but on omu eka wadanfo Kofi amu companies. Any savings and loans here, any other financial sector problem amu jai to President Mahama 2014 State of National Address called Jitu Muse a creative problem. No. Or Jitu Muse sikan ekova or munina. Bakusa aside mama the facts was say wastage. I'm say micromini aka ho asem.
Okay, Dr. Bano.
Any duplication of programs I woman or muntu or on page 36. Or say enunti omu yi programs be a binding to her every ho. Ghana Cares, you start meanwhile onu we no say or introduce Mahama Cares.
Obama Cares. Efia we so. Efia we dey baby.
So primary health care. You are primary health care. The basics of code you ya call to the man, you know. E free or NHIS mo. No we no. Masendo appointment a video picture be.
Okay, I mean question.
Farmer Mr. Santo non projected. Or say enunti and I'm so omu wasted omu twaso ne ade nti no. Omu etwa koda. That is Coastal Development Authority, NDA, Northern Development Authority, any those authorities in India. Almost say Omacham, de quack a Jumana Yamukoma district assemblies into Omunye. Meanwhile, a week to time of a 2 days ago, because no more appoint to Obia or call a Northern Development Authority.
Yes, I'm on my flyer, man.
Oh, GNA published the GNA. Oh yes. Nila Tivana for.
Yeah, district coordinators.
Dr. Abiru Inga, no contested the Attorney General, Prime Minister NDC.
Okay.
Appointed as CEO of Northern Development Authority. Also said budget who are appointing in 2 days. Yeah, Okoji handed over from the authority nimpa MPP appointed no was started a juma we are budget mo say yi waste any a year free munti so call then welcome academic user fees promise school for so ba obi obeko school first year bia obo Dr. Abiru Inga eno nehu nama ebema school for be diare ho ne say so ofa university student bill university student bill ni omo se omutua eno academic user fee but uko university bill enene ne esakura fees eswa ewo mpa na omo so mutua enti se uko humanity ewo university akwanini yebona baso CEO Northern Development Authority.
Wait, just 2 weeks ago.
Dr. Emmanuel Abiringa. You are pointing to Wakajin handover notes from the now or that.
Want to me radio.
Was starting a Juma. And so why wastage? She school for mu promise no go no. Almost all mutia academic user fees are man located some skebi ama. Now share offer the university bill or mutia na. Ebi wa ha.
Ma me hwe din na wo so no.
Oh, we Kwame Nkrumah. That be I didn't there my year film.
Say me hu di pa ko ya dia.
Oh, that be. Oh, they had it. What they had it.
You are not coming home. Yeah, crying.
Want to me radio.
So far, humanity, sir. The academic user fees on Betuano, 316.86 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Apart from that, no, were other fees to say examination, matriculation fee, student guide, ID card. No, I no humanity no for the university no. Obetia 1,316.
Okay.
And it in here or more. It you go to 300. Na say akwala ne papa and ane maame anya over 1,000 a young kutua other fees.
Want to register.
Apart from no. So okoye obi a oye science and engineer any other courses are also utua additional fees to say practical fees are and also when to your crying 920 almost 1,000 Ghana waka fee. Now okoye residential fees and also residential residential fees and so they are now you say oh dear bobo. So now what promise say who call also no stress fees.
Meanwhile better as so bear 5,000. And now we'll chat the rest of this. Dear body.
Private hostels and my semester.
I be 6,000 near daddy.
Yes. You chat this man, we are not for
I don't residence look. I want to be registered or come port house.
No, we are. So never probably say we are not the hostel fee, no, what that from one was.
Peter, you're going.
My final point. Say COVID day, assembly, I can't want some that. Say on one state of the nation address. Or jitu mu say in fact o mine no baby e wo no untimi nyi ohun free say problem see wo baby a in fact make o kai kra say
that the mesrem
o kai kra say
so state
of the nation address
we make reference to the C was it 2007
before president Kufuor time
global financial
crisis. He made reference to it say the no kwa ban kwa still ko nipa recover
yeah on recover in santi. This is state of the nation address in 2016
yes
2014 this is the state of the nation address okay this is parliamentary answers no official report Tuesday 25th February 2014 state of the nation address stanza 883 Mr. Speaker since 2007 the world has been faced with financial crisis and Ghana has not remained immune to the pressures created by this crisis. The recent tapering policy announced by the US Federal Reserve greatly impacted numerous emerging markets. Ghana was one of those affected. Na ni state of the nation address afia o kaima Ghana fo nyina yes when Independence Square. Tie ni oka page 5
anoding.
Or say let us not forget the toll that past epidemics of viruses like Ebola and Mpox have taken on families, communities, and medical infrastructures in several of our neighboring countries, including countries in the around the sub.
Now, what the president of West Africa, that's what Ghana.
Let us also not forget how swiftly and completely the COVID pandemic brought the entire world to a screeching halt. A screeching halt.
It's a flip-flop.
Oh yes,
the larger world exists around us, and to some extent within us. Unquote, President Mahama. Enti, observe say COVID at the economies around the world about a screeching halt. So we now because of Ukraine, any COVID affected our economy. Sebi na. Wow,
all right, Mate. I can't just about 3 minutes. My man Emma will be 1 minute. Then also.
Look, 1 minute. No make us say. I send back could be MPP for young Shank kind. There was a trinary honorable group. No say a year the minority and say we finish on anything. MPP 2016. In fact, in 2008,
yeah,
MPP flagship program a free senior high school.
Yeah,
with Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bob. In 2016 moving elections, the first budget MPP presented in 2017.
Wontumi Radio.
Through his finance minister Foriata, made an allocation of 400 million Ghana cedis to start the flagship program at Free Senior High School. To the extent said by the close of the year, now the expenditure up of 460 million cedis. NDC for catch the Ghana for say the free BB economy. Yeah, and when the people wait to marry to me not to Abama John Dramani. Papeko presenting a budget is silent on 24-hour economy. In fact, on the KBB policy no what opposition you find yourself for the second time from 2020 to 2024. What's the action about? Policy now 4 years and no what drowning home no. Your flagship policy no. Who we know about us after a war trouble means after a war jail. What to be that? What she our budget in what the policy now almost more trying to already no me yet as I say your friend be 133 just a juma ba ko nipa our public sector no MP NDC nyaba power pet ye betemu me yensa it is be a receptionist our public sector district assembly ye be pes nipa me yensa almost a receptionist na ba ko be tra from anopa ko see ewia no be tra from ewia akosi late afternoon no be so abe tra from late afternoon akosi enwumere yes na mo ka kire
Sala mo kan.
and also one come once in terms of budgetary allocation because the nipa no be ye adwuma no me yensa ba ko no be me yensa and almost ma ka say betu obi aka separately in the said that nipa ba ko ye ne twa ne ka 2000 nipa me yensa obi aso be di 2000 or be presenting budget now. So this is the budgetary allocation for public sector 24-hour economy. And Juma you say there is no budgetary allocation. We are summer and you said the minority caucus let us slide. Me they make catch honorable to hey they mean say honorable so they be Genidi make catch them. Yeah. Meaning say you will take this issue up. I was almost me taking this issue up with NDC government. Yeah. No buna wa Ghana hamu unkontompo ne na braba John Dramani Mahama aban etra Ghana. Yes.
All right, Dr. Bano and na doc my Facebook page. And my ko hu adibia wo di ato ho. Me da ma Mr. Santos wo betimi di ato just a minute. I will say page 84. Paragraph 478.
Yeah, me did not trouble. Yes.
Okay, fine. I see by me.
Yes.
And he was saying fully implement the net freeze on employment by immediately putting on hold all recruitment stroke replacement into the public service, giving that Edward to us. And then
but 2000 said there's no freeze on
and there's so called parliament there's so called parliament and we call reading all reading is so very reading no composite budget no page 84 paragraph 478 now inside so very reading is say fully implement the net freeze on employment consistent with our fiscal consolidation agenda. Government will rationalize public payroll.
They say rationalization.
You cannot just do that.
Yes,
that is where the danger is.
But somebody tell you
that is where the danger is.
But this is the budget.
Yes.
That is where the danger is.
This is the budget.
Somebody tell you
Budget on the mind official records on their mind.
Yeah.
Budget in here. In fact, to call on website. Yeah. This is what is there.
Yes.
Let me read it. 2478.
Yeah.
Page 84. In 2025, government will implement the following measures to keep wage bill within sustainable levels. I. Fully implement the net freeze on employment by immediately putting on hold all recruitment, replacement into the public service, given that the recent realignment and collapse of some MDAs has brought about surplus labor. In this regard, there will be no extension of contracts for all public officers except in education and tobacco universities, which will be capped and done within budgetary constraints.
Surplus labor.
It is a person or sano because way by and I started to see a bonnet. Say, a Juma no so baba yama mebuno, or my pamo more, and this for Nenya, I wish him say, you way through the Shahono. This is what he's telling you in the budget. It attends, I started to see a bonnet, and now that change, but very, very dangerous. Because this is the official budget statement on the brain.
So you can realize say enkomo ko afi da start here.
Yes.
Afi ne start enkomo Peter. We just said one. It afi ya start. Na ka ko mi bia me de pa but utie budget. Mama ti what is anyway that it.